Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. Something just dropped. My channel, it's all about crochet. Yeah, sometimes it's about knitting. A lot of times it's about yarn. And we always talk about what's going on in this great yarning community. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Wednesday with me. So today I'm going to talk to you about how far I've gotten on my Haven LITE cardigan, you guys. I'm so excited about this. And I have one of my smaller Joann's hauls. Yeah, I've been doing some Joann's panic buying. And this is just this particular shipment is one particular kind of yarn, one particular colorway. I have out in my living room a huge box that it's going to end up being its own video because it's big and there's a lot in it. And yeah, we're just going to make that one its own video come Friday. So today, but I do want to show you this small one today because this particular order here, well, it was part of a bigger order, but of course they shipped it separately. But this was purchased with intention. But let's talk about where I am with my Haven LITE cardigan. I have made several of these cardigans. I think this is the fourth one I've made, and this is the first time I've made it for myself. I have made it for almost everybody in my family and for one other random person. I ended up making one for my son's football team, the silent auction that they were having to raise funds for the football team. I made one for them to auction off, and it auctioned off for a really decent price. So I was really pleased with that. You know, anything to help the kids, right? So this one is for me, myself, and I, and because I love this pattern, I love this concept. But you guys know me. Patterns are more recipes. I love the design. I love the construction. I'm not a big fan of the heavy ribbing. For me, I think the heavy ribbing seems a little bit out of place with the open lacy design. So I modified that, and I'm modifying the sleeves. Surprise, surprise. You all know, if you watched my videos, I'm not a big fan of big poofy sleeves. I don't like big bell sleeves. Nope. That's just not me. So let me show you. I have, basically the body is done. And it's all twisted and I can't get it. Okay, so the body is done. I have the whole front, back, and sides. Now this is done, and I'm kind of kicking myself. So because I should have left it unseamed so you can see how the construction works. But it's all one piece. So you do the width first, and then you go straight up, and then you get it to the point how long you want the cardigan, and then you split it into 3 sections. The first section is the one front panel. The middle section is the back, and then the third section is the other front. And in between the first section, there's 1 stitch, and then you do the middle section, and then you leave a stitch, and then you do the third section. And that stitch that you skip, that's the space for your sleeve opening. And then you take the 2 sections on the end and you fold them and you seam it across the shoulders, and now you have the space for your armhole, the front panel, and then the other front panel with a space for the armhole. It's a very easy construction. You get that minimal seaming because all you're doing is literally seaming across the top of the shoulder. And then you make the sleeves and you sew the sleeves onto the opening. Now, here again is where I have adjusted this pattern. I do not like big, puffy, fluffy sleeves. If you look at the pattern, this one has like ribbing, and then it goes poof, and it's just this big poof sleeve. Not my idea. For me, I don't like it, and that's okay. Everything's a preference. You guys, if you want to do it exactly the way she has it written, it's a darling pattern. I don't like the ribbing. I think the ribbing, to me personally, that big chunky ribbed ribbing, it just seems a little bit out of place with this lacy open cardigan. So what I did is I did 2 rows of half double crochets, then I started the pattern. And excuse me, I got to the point, so I did whatever the measurement is for the ribbing based on the pattern for the size that I was doing. And then when I got to the point where my arm starts getting fluffy, I started doing some increases. And so I marked it so that when I go to do the second sleeve, I'll know where I have to start doing the increases. And because this is a 6-row repeat, it's really easy to gauge where you need to put in the increases. I don't have to mark every single one. But now I've gotten to the point where I'm going to have to do increases every row, or at least the 2 solid rows. There's what I call the 2 solid rows, and then there's the 2 fancy rows. We have like an open window, and then this row here is supposed to be puff stitches. Not a big fan of the puff stitch, so I gave it the same look by doing cluster stitches. So again, it's a suggestion, right? Patterns or recipes. So I've got to increase the 2 plain rows. I've got to increase those each time, and then get to the opening. I think I need to have like 70 some stitches, and I think at this point I'm around 60 stitches, and I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna be wanting to, because this is such a drop, again, another drop sleeve, I think I'm gonna have to increase pretty quickly here to get this to the right size, because I'm almost sure that we're at the right length here, and I'm pretty sure I'm good with the shoulder. So I'm gonna have to do some fast increases to get it to fit the armhole, but that's okay. We can do this, you know. It's my sweater. I can do whatever I want, right? I'm just using her pattern as a recipe. So anyway, I love this color. I love this yarn. The yarn I am using is Cascades Yarn BFL, which is 100% blue-faced luster wool. It's really pretty. The color is called Desert Sage. It's a really beautiful sagey green. I love it. It is woolly. Yes, I'm going to give you that. It's a little bit on the woolly side, but that's okay. It's a wool yarn. It's supposed to be woolly, but it's a soft wool. It's not uncomfortable, but I don't know that I would ever want it up around my neck. But for a sweater that's got a V-neck, you know, a V-neck opening, this is going to be perfect. My intention is I want to wear this one of the days that I am at the Fiber Fun in the SIP, that I will be attending the Fiber Festival in Vicksburg, Mississippi, with Lynette Charmed Grammy and Jackie from Crochet ADHD. I know for sure that those 2 are going to be there. Lynette and I are dragging our husbands along. We're going to do some camping and some adventuring, and I am really looking forward to it. The festival is at the end of February, like the 21st and 22nd of February. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited about it. Oh, did I tell you what hook I'm using? I am using a 5.5mm. This is my Omi hook, and I love these hooks very much. And it works really well with this yarn. So I'm almost done with this sleeve. And these, once you get going on these don't take long. I can probably get one of these done. If I sat down and did it constantly by itself, I could get one of these done in a day, maybe a day and a half, because I don't sit down constantly and do stuff. I'm always up and down and doing, I'm not a constant sitter, but it won't take long to get the second sleeve done. And then it does have pockets that will be put on. I love the idea of the pockets on the front. And then I'm gonna have to do some finishing on the edges. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna play around with it. I think I'm going to use maybe half double crochet in the third loop to give it a little bit of a visual thing to it. This is what I have left of the 5th ball, or the 5th cake. So I know I'm going to have to cake up another one, which is no problem. I bought 15 of these, so I have plenty left. I might turn this into a blanket because I think it's really pretty. So that is the sweater. Okay. Like I said, it's a pattern from Cornbread and Honey. No, not Cornbread and Honey. Is that what I've been saying? It's Cactus and Lace Designs. It's free on her blog. You can find it on Ravelry. I'll have it linked in my description box below. And it is written for DK weight if you're looking for a DK weight sweater. And it's really, really pretty. So, want to see my Joann's haul? This is just a small one. This is just one gray bag. Again, I'm doing some panic buying, you guys. I'm really afraid we're going to lose our Joanns. But this particular part of the order was bought with intention. I have a plan for these. And this is some more of that Big Twist Vortex. And I love this. I love the look of this. And this is 100% acrylic, 328 yards. I have 8 of these. 300 meters. It is a medium number 4. They say to use a 6.5 millimeter hook. On here it says you can make 4 balls can be a blanket. I don't know about that. 2 for a scarf, 1 for a hat. Okay. The colorway here is called Beachy Splash. And I love those colors. Aren't those pretty? The pinks and the mustard and the turquoise. It's so pretty. The orange, I love it. Now, this was, like I said, purchased with intention. About a year ago, Allie sent me a screenshot of something off of Pinterest. And it was one of those 6-day blankets by Betty McKnitt, I believe is the name of the designer. She asked for one of these about a year ago. And I've been putting it off. But when I saw this, these colors just said, that'd be beautiful in that blanket. And so this is what I'm going to use to make my daughter Allie a 6-day star blanket. So hopefully there's enough of these with 8. And I don't know when I'm going to get started on it because I have a few other things I need to get done before I start doing blankets. And all of a sudden it's like everybody wants a blanket. That's all right. I can do this. It's going to be all right. So you guys, that's it. That's what I've got for today. I'm hoping by the end of the weekend, I will have this sweater done and I'll be able to wear it on Monday so you can see how it turned out. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be pretty. Don't forget, tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here on my channel, there is going to be a Boggy blanket unboxing with Charmed Grammy, Lynette, Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too, and Juan the Yarn Addict. we'll all be here at 8 o'clock to open some, what I'm sure are going to be amazingly inspirational blankets. You guys have rocked this year's collection. We blew past our goal about 3 weeks ago, and we are going to be I'm thinking we're going to get hit about 2,500 blankets, and that is absolutely flippin' phenomenal. So thank you all for your inspiration, your support, your everything you're doing for the kids at Camp Boggy Creek. We couldn't have done this without you, and we are so thankful for all of you. So come back tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern to see what other goody goodness is being said to us. I think that's... I'm going to let you get back to your Wednesday. Remember to take care of yourself. Give yourself a little bit of grace. It's going to be okay. Remember also to be kind to yourself, but be kind to everyone out there, because you just never know what they're going through. And we will talk to you later on. Have a good day.